What's up, everybody? I'm Jeffrey, and this is Getting Better at League with Commonalities 3. But before we get started, I want to go over some fundamental information. We define our actions in this game with two special words, micro and macro. Micro refers to your mechanics. This includes things like combos, spacing, and skill shots. People improve their micro by using the mouse and keyboard to drill specific actions in the practice tool. Macro is your game knowledge. This includes things like knowing matchups, when to rotate, how to manage waves, and your champion's role or identity. This can be improved by watching videos, copying the pros, and learning as much as you can about the game. I'm going to do my best to use these terms in today's video to help you guys better define the mistakes that we're seeing. Here I'm able to get level 2 advantage for a moment, which allows me to go on top of the Kaisa. I barely touch her with it, but I greed for the 2 auto attacks instead of just hitting auto Q and then walking away. My micro was good in this situation, but my decision making to continue the extended trade was pretty poor. In play number 2, you see that we've rotated to the mid lane to get the Herald on mid tower. Now, you notice that we are a little outnumbered as the Akali and Rek'Sai have access to the backline. I do not eat my Jinx in time. I should have preemptively ate her so that she could have saved Flash and that I could have got increased movement speed out. I end up falling to the Rek'Sai, and there was many resources I should have used before I died there. In play number 3, you can see that we're behind on tempo, our Jinx is dead, our Syndra's in base, and me and Jarvan are trying to two-man punish the Rek'Sai's over-positioning. Now, when you are losing in a game, you want to do two things. You want to trade objectives so that you can get value without dying, and if you do fight, it needs to be under tower. So, luckily, our decision to fight under the inner tower worked out pretty well, but this could have gone very wrong since we were outnumbered. In play number 4, we're going for Dragon. This is one of those situations where we can get it because of our positioning on the map. However, we're getting flanked by a set. I successfully ult the Jinx early, but for some reason you see me wiggle back into the bush right here as we're all walking away. It looks like I was trying to tank that hook for my teammate, but that was not what I was trying to do. That was just a mistake of movement. So this would be a micro problem. Control of the character. In our last clip, you see me running to the rescue of our Syndra. She is way out of position. I get to use my alt and W to get her out of that little scuffle there, and it's a really good place for us to fight. This is a really good choke. However, I get stuck in the Cataclysm because I'm playing aggressive frontline, and you can see my Jinx getting hooked over and over in the bottom left corner. I should have remembered that my main job was to defend the Jinx, because a Jinx has a passive that allows her to completely wipe a team fight. Syndra is strong, but if you press tab and check, you can see that the Jinx is actually the one who's going to carry. So let's break it down. Death 1 was a good W, but I overextend for auto attacks. Death 2 is where I didn't eat the Jinx. She's forced to flash, and then I die to the Rek'Sai. Death 3, I'm outnumbered, but me and Jarvan are at least able to kill the Rek'Sai. Death 4, I walk back into a hook after we get Dragon where we shouldn't be fighting. And Death 5, I save the Syndra, but I leave my boy to die. So pause the video right now and take some time to think about the answer to this question. Were my mistakes more micro-oriented, meaning I was missing skill shots or I was having a poor time controlling my character? Or were they more macro-oriented? Was I making incorrect decisions? Or was I not fulfilling my role as a Tahm Kench protecting the hyper carry? Please answer the question. You're not going to get anything out of it unless you participate. You've got to try. And this is the place that you can do it. Trying is allowed here. It's okay to make mistakes. So pause the video and write down an answer, and I will not judge you. I love you. Mwah. All right, it seems to me that my mistakes are somewhat macro tilted. It looks like I did have a couple of micro mistakes wherever I walked back into that hook, but overall, I'm not really getting in front of the Jinx and doing my job to protect her to win the team fight. If you're interested in getting your clips reviewed, join this Discord and send me a message. The link is in the description below. See ya!